Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Thursday Night Mini Healings. I'm Summer Avalon. Got Duncan here, my trusty little ginger assistant. So, wearing another little outfit because it is bitter, bitter cold. So, he's actually got 2 layers on. Yeah, he was not happy today. And Dexter is even less happy. I think he's got 3 layers on and he's got a blanket around him. Yes, poor little doggies. They do not want to go outside, but they do. Thank goodness. But horrible weather. So, anyways, I don't think we got above zero today. I think we got to 0, but the wind is picking up and it is killer wind chills. So, glad to be inside. Glad to have a place that's warm. Glad to have warm little, almost like a little electric blanket here. Except this one licks. No lick. Yeah. I know what else you lick. Yeah, so that's not good. But, anyways, welcome to Thursday Night Mini Healings. I think tonight's going to be fun. So, we will do all the typical things, plus, in honor of this being a holiday week for many people, I'm going to do something I don't think I've ever done before. So, I've done this on a group level, but not for individuals. So, I'm going to do some pulling of oracle cards for anyone who is interested, and I'll do that after the aura strengthening at the end of the show. So, and then we'll just stay until everyone who wants one gets a card pulled, and then I'll read from the book because I've got 6 different decks. And there's one deck I don't have a book for, but that's really simple. The rest of the decks have lengthy books, so we will learn together because I have not studied each and every card. Because I think most of the decks have like at least 36 cards or more, and all the cards are rather different. So yes. So at 10 minutes after, so in another couple minutes, we will start with our first healing pulse. And then generally we do 3 in an evening. So we'll do one at 10 after, we'll do one at 30 minutes after, and then we'll do one at 45 minutes after. Welcome, Marina. Hope you're doing well. And then we'll do one at 45 minutes after, and then in between that, we will do some individual work, we'll do some group work. We will also then we'll end with the aura strengthening, which is another individual thing that you will be doing as part of the group. So yes. So should be a good night. How are you, Marina? Marina, are you home yet? Or are you still elsewhere? Trying to think what else. I think I might add myself to the list of who needs work done. So I have used my snowblower like 5 times in the last week, and there must be something emotional because I've got some pain that isn't typically there. And normally when pain goes to a certain location, there's often something emotional there. Wonderful. I hope you enjoy your holiday home with your family and your kitties. So let me get my little book out. Would you believe today is show number 127? So that's pretty exciting. Ooh, 12, 22, 22. I didn't notice that until now. Interesting. So let's start with our first healing pulse. So with this, I want you to think about where you want to receive the energy. Generally, it's somewhere where you've got discomfort or somewhere where you are feeling something that you don't normally feel or something, negative. So if you've got an emotion that's sort of raging, where do you feel that? If you're anxious, where do you feel that? Because that's where you're going to want to send the healing energy. If you have pain or discomfort, that's where you want to send the healing energy. So rub your hands together, and you want to do this until they're warm and you have the energy flowing. And then place your hands exactly where you want to receive the energy. Breathe in the energy. After imagining that my hands are on yours, so you're getting my healing energy plus your own healing frequencies. So with each breath in, imagine the healing going a little deeper, a little further, allowing healing to come in and go exactly to where it needs to go. Breathing it in, open and allowing. When you breathe out, imagine you are releasing something or letting go of something that maybe doesn't even belong to you. You're making room for more healing as you're releasing. Bring that in. Feel it. Allow it. Let it. And then let it go. And that is our first healing pulse of the night. Hope that went well for you. I'm grabbing my book. I haven't quite decided what tools I'm going to use. So let's see. So I think last time I used a couple different ones. Okay, so I think I'm going to use this one. And this one. Okay. All right, so if you have anything specific you want to work on, just write it in the comments. And I am actually going to put myself down and see why I've got this pain that has settled in my back. So I am getting that. For me, there is an emotional component. And my trapped emotion is disappointment. I wonder when that was. All right, Marina, so I will add you. Be more relaxed. Less anxiety. And I'll test them together or separate and see what I get on how we can best help that. So going back to my disappointment, let's see how old I was. "29." I don't know if when I think about 29, yeah, I know who that's about. Let's get rid of that. That is not helpful to me. So with this, I don't think I've ever done one of these for me on the air. So because of it, it's in my back. I'm going to just stretch a bit. Ooh, something released. Oh no, Fabia, that's terrible. All right, I will put you on the list after Marina. Generally, we just work on one thing at a time, so I will list those and then I'll muscle test to see which is most effective. So we've got back, chest, face, pain. And then I'll add the disassociation. And see what comes up. Thank you. All right, so Marina wants to be more relaxed and also have a less feeling of, she's got some general anxiety, so have a lesser anxiety or maybe even no anxiety. That'd be cool. Let's see if we can do this as a whole. I get no. So I'm going to separate them. So we're going to focus on the less anxiety, Marina. So let's see what list I'm going to use. And this is my sort of odd list. It's called Emotions, Sensations, and Behaviors. And so with this, it doesn't come up with just emotions. It comes up with everything else. So it comes up with the word metallic, which, let me get an age for this. And maybe, well, there's Leslie. Welcome, Leslie. I will add you to the group. Calming. That's a good one for people. All right, so Marina, let me get an age for metallic. And if anyone has let's look at, yes, metallic. So let's see, sometimes synonyms. I think this is the first, definitely the first time I've gotten metallic. Okay, so there are quite a few different ones. This would be a really good time for Victoria to show up. She is very good at this. So let's see. So metallic, squeaky, screeching, dissonant, grating, jarring, unmusical, noisy, inharmonious, clanging, clashing, raspy, raucous, jangly, shrill, jangly, scratching, unpleasant, unmelodious, unpleasing, harsh, dinning, discordant, blaring. Marina, does that help? Yes, my video went off. Oh, interesting, Marina. When I ask if they're related, I get a yes. All right, so let's go ahead and release metallic for Marina. So that did release. Yes, the joys of internet, right? All right, so Marina, that has been released. All right, Fabia, or is it Fabia? Let me know. All right, so let's see what we're going to focus on. We're going to focus on the disassociation. And so let's see what tool I'm going to use. I think that is very interesting, Marina. Let me know if you come to any other conclusions, because it's like, very interesting. So I'm getting a really strong word for you, Fabio. It is torture. Let me get an age from this. When you were approximately 21. So with this tool, ages are the hardest thing to pinpoint. So usually it's plus or minus a year. So something happened when you were 20, 21, 22 that you thought was torturous. And I'm hoping it wasn't a literal torture, but more of something that was very hard to endure. And so let's go ahead and release that. And then with the void, I'll fill that with healing, love, and light. Let me know if that rings a bell, if that's helpful. All right, Leslie, we're going to work on calming. So let's see what list I'm using for Leslie. Use this one. Mistrust, Leslie. So let's get an age. You are welcome, Marina. '18, Leslie. And so this was someone that you did not trust. So we're going to release that. That sound, when I muscle test for that, Fabia, I'm confirming that your first hunch is the correct one. You are welcome, Leslie. So that's released. So being that we've got such a small group, I'm finding with the holidays here that our groups have been smaller, which means you guys get more attention, right? So let's go through the circle again. So Marina, I'm going to go back to you. And let's see what comes up for you. This time we're going to work on being more relaxed. Let's see what comes up. Self-recrimination. That is a big word. So I think in my other tools, usually they just say self-abuse. Let's see what age you were for this. 14. So let's go ahead and release this. Yes, I do too. Everybody's so nice and supportive. So releasing and removing self-recrimination. All right, so that did release. All right, so Fabia, let's see what we're going to... So I'm getting, we can't group all the pain together, so we're going to focus on the face pain. And after this, we'll do Leslie, and then we will do our next healing pulse. Sorrow. Let me get age on that. Around 24. So somewhere 23, 24, 25. And so sorrow, it could be like a physical loss, you lost someone, or it can be loss of maybe a certain lifestyle. It doesn't have to be just sorrow like a death, but just something changed and it made you sad and sorrowful. So let's release that. So that did release. All right. Leslie. Leslie wants to be more calm. Let's see what we're going to do for that. So there is an instance of distraught. Let's get an age for that for Leslie. Good. For those of you who don't know, yawning is a sign that you are releasing and making space for the healing. And so if you start yawning, that is a great sign that your body is feeling the energy. $16, Leslie. So let's go ahead and release that. Well, hopefully this session tonight will help you relax a bit. Yeah, I know you've had a tough few weeks. Okay, so that released. Let's do our next healing pulse. So with this, it will go exactly to where you direct it. So I know Leslie and Marina know what to do, but Fabia, this is fabulous for physical and or emotional pain. So think about where you want to receive the energy, or especially since you've got multiple places, you might want to just send your heart and just imagine it expanding. But if you've got a particularly painful area or something you really want to focus on healing, that's where you want to place your hands. So I want everyone to rub their hands together until they're warm, get the energies flowing, and then place your hands exactly where you want to receive the healing energies. Imagine my hands on yours. And here's the most important part. You need to be open and allowing the healing to flow, because the energy will go from my hands. So you'll be receiving my healing frequencies, but you'll also be using your own healing frequencies. And with each breath in, the energy goes a little deeper, a little further, open and allowing. Just breathe that in. Imagine with each breath out, you are releasing something. It might be releasing what doesn't belong, what doesn't serve, but it is helping. That's good, Leslie. Just allow. Open and allowing. Okay, so I'm getting that. That is our second healing pulse of the night. So next, I am going to pull a few group emotions or group negative beliefs. And then we are going to work on positive emotions too. So let's see how many negative beliefs we've got. And when I pull, or when I determine which ones they are, this is actually for anyone who watches the video. I'll give a percent of how many people that are watching now or in the replay have this. So here's the first one. I don't fit in anywhere. Let's see what percent of people have this. 75%. So let's get rid of that. That is not a helpful belief. In fact, it makes it so much worse when you go somewhere and it might not even be true. It's just because you're so super, super sensitive to that statement. Okay, so I'm getting that released. So I've got one more. Let's see what that is. So did any of you, does that statement resonate with any of you? I'm shameful. This has come up every once in a while. And as I've mentioned before, shame is one of the basest, the lowest of low emotions, and it brings everything else down. So if you could work on releasing the shame that you hold within, it can help elevate everything else. So let's see what percent of people have this. 65%. So let's release that, because that is worse than the other one, just as far as shame goes. I'll show you my little chart. Good, Leslie. I'm glad that resonates with you. So here is my chart. This is called Levels of Consciousness. And normally it is in color. And so like, let's see if I can, there we go. So this is level 20, 30, 50. So really low. The ideal is to be up to 200 here. So here, so the level 20, here are the lowest of emotions for level 20. Despising, miserable, shame, humiliation, elimination. So shame, that's definitely something you want to release so you can elevate everything else. So next, let's do the positive emotions. So with this, we worked on releasing negative things let's actually instill some positive emotions. They are very tough, Leslie. So I'm really glad that we've released shame for the group, at least on that level. Doesn't say we got it all, but at least we did at least one. So with this, I've started a new little thing where you pick a positive word that you want to be, and I will choose two, and then I will reinforce all of them. So think about a positive word that you want to be, and I'll add two more to it. So if you want to do that, put your positive word in the comments, and I will tell you what your next two words are. This is sort of a fun little thing. And as I've been saying for months, the positive emotion piece is definitely one of my favorite things. Okay, so Leslie's positive word that she wants is relaxed. That's nice. All right, so let's see what else. And Fabio wants mother. Nice. All right, let's see what Leslie gets. Oh, I think you're going to like this, Leslie. It seems to match up. Let's see. Okay, so Leslie's word of choice is relaxed, and the words that I chose were unhurried and pleasant. And so I'm going to go ahead and reinforce that. So just imagine that these are coming to you, Leslie. Relaxed, unhurried, pleasant. That sounds really nice. Because especially like the pleasant, because sometimes unhurried is boring when you're used to go, go, go. But this is just nice and relaxed. All right, so Marina, I'm adding relaxed for you too. All right, and Fabia, we've got mother. I think that's perfect too, Leslie. All right, so let's see what else Fabia gets. Need to switch pages. I think it all ties in, and I like that you guys have picked a word too. I think it makes it much more personal. Oh, Fabia, I like your first word that you got. All right, let's see what the second one is. Okay, so this is what I'm reinforcing for Fabia. She got mother, so that was her word. And then I picked invincible and brave. I like those. That's very cool. So Fabia, imagine that you are breathing these in, and I'm just imbuing the meaning of these words into your spirit. Love this. Okay. Marina, you are next. And if anyone comes in and wants a positive emotion or two positive emotions, I would like you to choose your own positive emotions that you want and put it in the comments, and I will add two to it. All right, Marina, let's see what you get. So Marina's first word is relaxed. Oh, I like this first word you're getting, and it's unexpected. And I think you will find it unexpected too, Marina. This is a really interesting combination. All right, so Marina, your words are Anne Marie, welcome. So Marina got relaxed, humorous. So I think that's very interesting. But then you also got courageous. It's like, huh, very interesting. So it's sort of funny. I get this image of you being like a stand up comic or something. Funny, relaxed, but having the courage to do it. So reinforcing that. I think it goes very well. But then the courageous, it's like, So do you need courage to let out your humorous side of yourself to other people, or where does the courage come from, or why is courage needed for those two? Although regardless, I think you can do it. So Anne Marie, you are next. So we are adding gentleness. That is very nice, Anne Marie. All right, so let's see. Got an interesting first one, Anne Marie. All right. All right. So, Anne Marie, your word was gentleness. So, I have added focused. So, I like that. Really focused. And then your third word was valued. And so it's like, I really like the combination of those because gentleness just sort of feels calm, peaceful. But yet, if you're focused, the outcome is valuable. So, quite nice. Love that. So, if there's no one else, we're going to go on to the third healing pulse of the night. So, with this, if you want to send your energy to the same place you did initially, yes, amazing. So, relaxed, unhurried, pleasant, mother, invincible, brave, relaxed, humorous, courageous, gentleness, focus, valued. So it's like, wow, very cool. So let's do that third healing pulse. So you can send the energy to the same place you did before, or if you want to adjust your hands and move them to a different location, that works too. So rub your hands together until they are warm. Place your hand exactly where you want to receive the energy and just breathe that in. Just be open and allowing. That's the most important part of this whole process, is just allowing the energy to enter. So if you're sensitive, some people feel hot, some people feel cold, some people feel sort of a tingly. Some people don't really feel anything, but afterwards, maybe they're a little bit calmer, a little more relaxed. But there are also some people that they don't notice anything. And that's okay. Not everybody experiences everything. So just breathe that in, open and allowing. Okay, so that was our third healing pulse of the night. And then next, I think we're going to do the brain balancing. We haven't done that in a few weeks. So we will do that unless anyone else had any suggestions or questions. So yeah, just looking to see, make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay. Let me just write down, because I like to write down when I do the brain balancing so I know if it's been a while. So with the brain balancing, when the brain is in balance, things are so much easier. Physical things like, walking, movement, but also mental things too. Because if your left and right brain hemispheres, if the neural pathways are fully flowing, accessing the left and right, your thought process is so much smoother and easier and stronger. So we're going to start. So there's two parts with this. So I want you to rub your hands together, get the energy flowing. And then I want you to put one hand here and then take your other hand and sort of cup it. And I want you to put the other hand here, cradle the back of your head. So you are cradling the front and back of your third eye. And so with this, you're going to send your energy from hand to hand. So it's going to go front to back and back to front. And just imagine the energy flowing back and forth and back and forth. And this flow goes through the pineal gland. And so the pineal gland, for many, many people, is calcified because of the fluoride poisoning your water and many other chemicals that are in our foods. So just imagine that this energy is helping heal that pineal. If there's any calcification, imagine that it's cracking, giving you good access to your thoughts and full intuition. Just open and allowing the energy to flow. Okay, so next we're going to do the brain balancing from left to right or right to left. And so I want you to take 2 fingers, each hand, and then I want you to go right above your ears about 2 inches and push through your hair so that your fingers are touching your scalp. And then I want you to choose which side you're going to start on. So if you're going to start on your right or if you're going to start on your left, just choose a hand. And I want you to imagine that that hand is filling up full of energy. Just imagine that hand starting to tingle and get full, might even get hot. And when you feel like that hand is full, you're going to send it through the 2 fingers on its way to the other 2 fingers. Now, your very first time, even if you've done this before, if you haven't done it in a little while, it isn't a super quick process. So like for me right now, it's about a quarter of the way through. It's about halfway through. It's about 3/4 of the way through. It is all the way through. And so my other hand is gathering those energies. When that hand gets full, I'm going to start sending it back. So this will go a little bit faster. So right now it's a quarter of the way through. It's halfway. It's 3/4 of the way through. Now I am gathering those energies. So gather those energies. When that hand is full, start sending the energy back. So this will go a little faster again. So right now it's about halfway through. And it's already exiting. And then just keep going back and forth. So you'll do it a few more times and it'll almost be like sort of a laser pointer. It'll be that fast where it goes back and forth and back and forth. So this is a tool that you can use. One of our Thursday night people, especially when she knew she was going to have a tough day at work, she would often do this before she went into the office. Because this helped her. So back and forth and back and forth. Okay. All right. And so that was brain balancing. So let me know how you did. So yes. It's sort of a wonderful thing. And so tonight we are going to end with aura strengthening. And then afterwards, for those who are interested, I don't have tarot cards. I've got 6 different oracle cards because I joined the Hay House. It's sort of a card club where every 3 months you get 2 to 3 decks of cards. And so far, I sort of have mixed reactions. I like the cards that I've gotten, but last month they sent a book, and I really didn't want a book. It was a waste for me. I just wanted cards. So, but the cards they sent are sort of cool. I would have never found them if I hadn't been a part of the group. So, if that interests you, stick around, and we will do that too. Good, Leslie. I'd like to hear that. You are very welcome, Anne-Marie. All right, so let's do the aura strengthening. And so with this, you can use the healing pulse energy, and you can do that with the brain balancing if you want. If you want more frequencies than just your own personal, all you need to do is imagine that you are pulling in the healing pulse energies. Yes, it's sort of a cool thing. I think, Marino, that I'm going to focus the cards for each of you for like the next few weeks. And then I'm thinking I might do this next week too. And we'll just do it for what is 2023. What's your theme? So yeah, it's sort of fun. So as I was saying, with the brain balancing or the aura strengthening. If you want to use healing pulse energy, it's all about intention. So basically, you'll rub your hands together and you either just use your own personal frequencies or you call in the healing pulse energies in addition to your personal healing frequencies. So when your hands are warm, then you just start beaming out or in, depending on what's your personal preference, because you are sending energy to your aura. And so a stronger aura helps repel negativity. It gives you more protection. And if ever you are in situations where you are around sort of nasty, negative people, I would suggest you add some reflection to the energy that you're sending out. So you're sort of imagining that there is a mirror-like coating on your aura, and so that it reflects back at people. So if somebody is really nasty, they also get a sort of a dose of their own medicine. So just keep sending it to your aura. And this is something that would be good for you to practice on your own. You know, because as you know, things are so much more negative than they used to be. And then brain balancing too. It is a great tool for you to use on your own. So that is aura strengthening. And so if you want me to pull a card, I have 6 decks. And they're all what's called oracle cards, which means that they're all sort of different. So if you would like me to pull a card for you, pick a number 1 through 6 and put that in the comments, and I will pull a card for you from that particular deck. Nice, Leslie. I'm glad you used the tools. All right, so Leslie wants a 4. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to shuffle. Usually I shuffle until one card comes out. And so with this, my intention is to pull something for you that will go like through the end of the year. And it'll either give you information or guidance or something to be aware of. Maybe it will give you encouragement. All right, so Anne-Marie gets a 5. Okay, so let's see. All right, so this is Leslie's. So this deck is called, let's see what this, Intuitive Oracle Cards. And with these, I don't have a book. These are from Melanie Beckler. But this one, so awareness in the third eye. Your third eye is opening. Look within, allow inner visions. And look at the pictures around it. That's sort of cool. With, looks like a wolf. More of a fox, and a rabbit, a bear, an owl, squirrel, more like a lynx. But very, very interesting. So So Leslie, if you want, take a picture of that. Nice. Yeah, really like that. Gonna write this down. Okay. Wonderful. All right. And so Anne Marie, you've got number 5. So number 4, number 5 are of the group some of my favorite ones that I don't pull cards every day. Maybe 3 times a week I'll just pull a card. Ooh, a whole bunch fell out. Too much just to be a message. So I'm gonna just keep. Yeah, I think these especially are good reminders and a good awareness of things. Okay. So this is from the Animal Apothecary. And so here is your card, Anne Marie. It's focus on the big picture. Very interesting. So it's got a lighthouse. Is that a bee? A bee with a crown above it. And then that looks more of like I don't know what kind of bird it is. I initially thought it was a hawk, but the wing here has more multicolored. And then look at this. So this is like the eye here. So it's like it's sort of like it's beaming things into the eye. Focus on the big picture. So you've got to see the big picture. Very interesting. And so this one does have a book. So let me just see what the focus is. So, it is a hawk because the name of the card, this is a visionary hawk, Anne Marie. So this comes with a powerful message about a higher perspective. The image of the hawk coming out of the eye asks you to transcend your current perception and to see the bigger picture. Hawk is aligned with the lighthouse that focuses its light on the bee, which represents your purpose and desire. Hawk says you must expand your perception to encompass a higher viewpoint and focus on the thing you want. The victory, then represented by the crown, is the next logical step. Hawk is asking you to take control of your thoughts, stop playing victim to external circumstances, and own the truth that you create your own reality. Declare your life is going to be the most fulfilling, prosperous, and joyful you have ever experienced. Proclaim that you will overcome all obstacles, your self-doubt, and your insecurities because you have a gift that only you and you were created to share. Regardless of whether your current situation is less than desirable, this card comes as a confirmation that something beautiful is awaiting you. But the first step is to make that decision to get out of your ego's limited perception. Testify to the world and yourself that something big is awaiting you. Not even your disbelief in yourself will stop you from fulfilling your purpose. You were created for greatness. Hawk's medicine asks you to immediately snap out of whatever discouraging story may be playing in your mind and immediately focus on the power of all the achievements that await you. Anne Marie, wow. So I think you almost need to replay this part of this week until this sinks in. This is your card. You are on the verge of greatness. Wow. Very cool. I'm just really thrilled with that. Let me write this down here. Focus on the big picture. Okay. Marina, you are next. If anyone else has come in and wants a card, just put 1 through 6. Pick a number in the comments. Yeah, I like these a lot. But the animal apothecary ones, they are the most unique cards I think I have. But these are, I like how direct, because usually each card has 3 things on it. Yes, I think you do need that, Anne Marie. Quite a powerful message for that. So this is for Marina. Okay, let's see. Oh, this is a cool card. It says Guidance from Spirit. So awareness above your head, Spirit is communicating, support. Now, again, this is one that I don't have a book for, so that's so at the bottom they give themes. So it looks like there's like one angel above at the top here, and then there's like 5 angels below here. Awareness above your head. Spirit is communicating. So, Marina, I think it's telling you to listen. Very cool. And a beautiful card. So, yeah. It's like, like that. So, I didn't do my commercial. So, here's my commercial. I am teaching Reiki in February. It's an online class, and it's Usui Holy Fire 3 Reiki, and it's Reiki 1 and 2. So it's the beginning Reiki. It's a weekend, so it's February 17th and 18th, and it's usually full day courses, although the first day is a little shorter than the second day. And so with this, everything is online. I'll send you a book of materials, and it's usually a pretty fun but intense couple days. The cost is $430. There is a $175 deposit to lock in a space. Generally, I like to teach small classes. I've got one other person that is really interested, so I'm hoping to get just one or two more people, and it'll be a really fun time for everyone. So, on that note, I'm going to sign off. I hope everyone had a good time. Let me know what you thought of the cards. So, I'm thinking of doing more and more things with cards, but I might do maybe a different night or just something different other than with my healing show. But we'll see. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do, but just something different. So I'm really glad that you spent a couple days before the holiday with me. I know for many families it is a busy, busy time. So have a fabulous evening. And if you celebrate Christmas, I hope you have a great Christmas. Bye.